Hey guys, Zoltan here. Welcome back to another episode of Gwent. Sorry it's been a few days since I got to make a Gwent video. I was playing around with a few deck ideas and I had some other obligations IRL and I had to go out of town for a few days, but I'm back and I'm here to play some more Gwent. So again, I've been playing with these monster decks, man. Really enjoying messing around while I kind of build my collection a little bit. And I'm starting to get close to where I could do a Scoia'tael deck, but not quite. So I've been playing around with this. I have been getting some matchups through Skellige, and Skellige is becoming a real pain. There was a patch that was done recently, and a few things have changed. And you're starting to see the meta change up a little bit where Skellige is actually one of the most prominent factions right now, at least their deck is. And I wanted to build a deck that can kind of counter some of the strategies that Skellige uses while incorporating a different idea. Everybody, you know, you see monster decks all the time. You see either a weather theme or you see a theme about a breeding or a combination of the two. A lot of people have been using neckers with foglets and stuff like that, and I wanted to get away from that a little bit and just do something different. So I started playing around a concept with witches and the witchers, and playing around with some of the boost potions and stuff like that for them. And I couldn't really get a deck that worked well or that I liked enough, and it wasn't unique enough, but I started playing around with this concept. Now this is just like a little mashup of ideas that I had, but I started thinking, what can I do like to incorporate a lot of removal while still not really trying to counter Skellige, but like graveyard removal, because that was my biggest deal. I could get stuff off the board, but it's when it came back that it was so much. And also most of my strategies had to do with buffing units, and most of anybody's strategies had to do with buffing units, and Dimetrium Bomb was really messing me up. So I decided, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna make a deck with no buffs. I'm just gonna call it buffless. So that's what I called it, and I made a deck without buffs. It incorporates a lot of removal, and to kind of add strength where the removal is, I'm using these guys, which are wyverns. They remove 4 strength from an opposing unit, which is not quite as strong as an Alzor's Thunderbolt, but it's like a single target Manicore Venom, which knocks out quite a bit. And the Griffins are really good at undoing graveyard strategies. They're also 6 power backline creatures, which aren't that bad. Again, I went with the same deal with Gaunter. He does a little bit of removal on board, as well as Imlerith, I guess you say his name, and naturally for weenie decks or a lot of small creatures, Drog helps out too. I did add in a Scorch. I'm using the Manicore Venoms and the Alzor's Thunder and a Dimetrium Bomb. So basically what I try to do is I try to play Crones on the absolute first turn. That way it thins my deck a little bit and I start drawing the removal when I have to. And if I'm not playing a deck that I think is prone to weather, I just get rid of the Arch Griffins. The reason that I have the Arch Griffins in there instead of Clear Skies, well, Clear Skies is just another card that doesn't do... most of the time when you take weather away from an enemy, the most that you do is really take away the fog and it kills some foglets. But other than that, I figured instead of Clear Skies, I would get something a little bit more useful. That way when I do draw them against a deck that I don't have weather in, I don't get an entire disadvantage. So I think that is about my strategy for that. I have a few other gold cards in here just as a buff. Zoltan does a little bit of removal on his own for decks that use a lot of small things like breeder decks, as well as a little buff. So he can help on the front or the back line. The back line is primarily all bronze and silver, so he can help. And a few of these, I can play the Griffins on the back line as well to do that. And just to cap off the strategy, or ghouls. Sometimes you'll see that Skellige just discards cards right away, and if you have a couple ghouls in your hand, you can take some of their primary stuff out, so it does help. Anyway, without further ado, like, the deck isn't incredibly powerful at this point. It is probably going to take some tweaking, but I am enjoying playing it, and I figured that I would show you guys how it works. I've been playing some pretty interesting decks too. I just played my first dwarf deck from Scoia'tael, And that was kind of interesting. I ended up winning that, but starting to see some very interesting strategies come from Scoia'tael. It's like the faction is finally getting, it's kind of getting fleshed out. And it looks like we're playing J-Lo, which is Skellige. So this is good. If they have the same kind of resurrection strategy deck that that I've been used to, then this hand should be good. I've got 2 Griffins, which are really good, and 2 Ghouls. So this is going to be pretty devastating. If I do say so myself. Scorch might not necessarily work because a lot of times they lead off with some gold cards. As much as I hate to throw away Scorch, I think I'm going to keep it against my better judgment. And Manicore Venom's probably going to be good too. I'm going to go ahead and keep this and see what we can do with it. The only bad thing I don't like about Drog is it takes the Wyvern away. And like I said, they play golds. Okay, so he's going to discard 2 cards right now. And if this is part of his primary strategy, like if they're the priestesses, we're just gonna eat them. All right, and it looks like not. So when I move to the graveyard, lose 2 base strength and resurrect. So that's the first 2 things he got rid of, which unfortunately we couldn't eat those, but that's okay. We can in fact drog right now, even though it's a little bit weak, because we can probably take Manicore Venom and destroy it too. Resurrect when discarded. I think getting this guy out of the picture would be a very, very good idea, and we could bring some power on the board. So let's go ahead and bring Drog out. So he's only a 1 now. So he's probably going to try to buff him. That's what I'm thinking. Apparently he didn't. Alright, so it's 8. I can get rid of this guy as well. What happens if we send him to the graveyard? This is interesting. So he is in the graveyard now, and he has a 0 power. And we're tied, so if we want to win, let's scoop him. Let's go get him. So now he's ours. And he can't use him again. So hopefully that works out well. I have no idea how key that is to his strategy because I don't know Skellige that well. Well, I guess we'll find out soon. Alright. And we got a Weather Griffin and we got a Crone, which is good. So we'll lead off with Crones because we don't want to draw them next turn at all. And you see, unfortunately, we drew an Arch Griffin. But if you think about it, if they're not playing with weather, this would have been a Clear Skies. And the Clear Skies wouldn't have done anything for us. Except got weather out. Like if they play rain right now and I get rid of the rain on my side. Rain isn't going to benefit them. Not that I know of. I don't think anything gains strength from that. Okay, what else do they have now? They have Ermon and Clan Ancrate. We have a few too. We may eat the 0, but that's very unlikely. I think it's worth playing ghouls here. Ah, we ate something. we ate his Clan Ancrate warrior. Oh man, I know he's hating me right now. I know he's hating us right now. All right, so let's see. Big creatures on the board are mine. Is actually the ghoul right here. He still has just the Earmon in there, and I don't think he can resurrect any gold cards. Let's go ahead. Well, yeah, let's go ahead and Manicore Venom. Let's just bring him down a little bit. He might use a Dimetrium Bomb to bring him to their base strength. That's okay though. And we're gonna go ahead and finish it off by doing a little bit more damage to his line. So now it's 40 to 11. He would have to commit a lot, and I still have a lot of power in my hands. So does he.
Real good.
Okay, what else does he have? See, these are going to go in the graveyard after a little while, and I could scoop one of them, which is going to probably reduce his power. I think I'm going to let him chase me here. I've got 40 points and 1 win, so let's let him play some cards. That'll give me a little bit more selection to use my Griffin on anyway. And he used the bomb. A little early, in my opinion. A little early. Aha, he used his Scorch. Alright, that takes him into winning range. Fair enough. I still haven't seen him use any Priestess. I kept my Ghoul, which there wasn't much in there, but... Alright. So now we could play Aridin to kind of push and see what he's going to do. Ah, there they are.
No insult.
I think he's going to bring these guys back. I wish it was my turn first.
Good. Real good.
Okay. So they're actually on top right now. She probably has a res already. So Scorching probably wouldn't be a great idea here. I could Mana Core Venom just to make him smaller. I don't think that's a good idea either, though. And I don't want to play a 10 strength. I'm going to play... This is tough because if they get much stronger, I'm going to have to Scorch here. I don't have to. I could Mana Core Venom, but I want to get him out. That way if she has a third one, she'll play it. And if not, I can actually scoop one and just reduce the overall power of that combo. She gonna Priestess him?
Her who is virgin, mother, and crone. You're good. Real good.
Alright. So now... Let me check the graveyard just one more time. Just make sure there's nothing in there. Nope. Okay. Now I'm gonna Mana Core Venom.
What do you need?
I shan't let you down.
What does he do again? Forget. Draw 1 card, discard 1 card. Got you. What did he discard? Anyway, a clan Himcase Scald. Okay, so watch this. I'm going to steal him. Give me that.
Any last words?
Alright. Bad thing is he still has quite a bit of power. Good thing is he's probably going to rely on some buffs, and I can take that out with Dimetrium Bomb. I'm going to play Aridin here. He's already used his Scorch, so I'm not really worried about him taking him out.
Need a good slapping.
That's going to hurt. Big power right there. Big power. Alright. Let's Ghoul. That was a pretty good lick. I don't think we can win it. I just don't think we have enough power left in the deck. Maybe if I had like a Commander's Horn, it would be pretty good. See, he clear skies. I guess he's thinking that I would have had Aridin weather because I'm playing monsters. All right, let's go ahead and put this on the same line here. Not that it's gonna help me, but
Modern Freyr is patient, but she brooks no insult.
so he still beat us, but he would have beat us a lot worse. I could take away a little bit of his strength from here, but I think I'm going to actually add it to the Queen's Guards. Yeah, we'll do it anyway, just to see how it works. Yeah, we added 5. I thought we might have taken away some of the strength from series, but I guess her base... Yeah, 14 strength. Holy cow, she's huge, man. That's a big card. Alright, we'll send GG, though, because that was a pretty good game. Let's see. We'll do another one. We'll do another one. Buffless again. So yeah, I have been working on my collection a little bit, and I only have 2 cards left in the Monsters faction to get. That disloyal one that lets you draw 2 and your opponent draw 1. And I think the Caretaker, which is like a graveyard card, that might be kind of fun. I did get the Grave Hag, by the way. Alright, so we play in Airden. We can assume that he does have some weather, so we do want to keep the Arch Griffin in. Really no rezzing ability to think about, so the regular Griffins aren't really huge in this. Although they could be for Foglets and stuff, but Foglets don't really do a whole bunch. I think that I'm going to take my Griffin out and hope for something better, which Imlerith is probably much better here. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and keep this. This looks good. This looks good. Alright, so he's first. He's going to play that. That's good. Let's go ahead and play Crones. He's not likely to play Rain if he's on the back line here with a 10 power. Play Airden so I could Scorch. Pull him back, play Airden so I could Scorch. I would love it. Or if he just, like, Swallow Potioned him. Ah, he's gonna play Fog. Alright. Let's see here. What can I do? I can nerf his Foglet really bad, or I could just take him out altogether. Let me just take him out altogether. Foglets are a really good target for Thunderbolts. And he's gonna play a second one. That's fine too. What we'll do here is we will plug it with a Wyvern. Alright. So he played Rain on his 2, which is okay by me because I can still play my Griffin. And again, I'm not using buffs, so the weather doesn't completely nerf my power. We could have used Dimetrium Bomb as well. And he uses Scorch to get him away now. He's desperate. Alright, let's really screw with him then. Let's bring out Zoltan. And we'll bring out Field Marshal. I know he's gotta hate me right now.
Not your lucky day.
Oh, he's mad. He is upset right now. Yeah, we'll bring out Gauntier. Yeah, I think he's done. I think he's done. That much removal in a deck is really, really aggravating, man. I know Scoia'tael plays with a bunch of removal all the time, and man, it could be very aggravating. Okay, so he kept his 10 power creature. Unfortunately, when the weather goes away, it is going to keep its power of 10. But I could Scorch immediately right here, which I think I will. Because what I could do, I don't want to play Airden and Scorch. He could still bring out his 10 power for Airden. I don't know if I should. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Even the playing field. He could still summon Airden, but so can I, so that's just to even up. It takes 10 power away from him easy. Alright. So yeah, we're gonna wait until he fogs again and stuff to get really nasty here. Let's just play Airden. Hey, he plays the other weather. Okay. And he didn't do anything to our front line at all. I think right here, I think we wait on Manicore Venom. Oh no, maybe not, because if he has a buff potion, like Thunderbolt potions, he can really buff him here. He can also use Necker Warriors to add if he has more fog effects, so I think Mana Core Venom's going to be alright. Actually, no, because if he does that, I still have a Dimetrium Bomb. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to just kind of weaken him. Bring out some power on the board. Let's do a little bit of damage to him. And if he buffs... He did not buff. That's okay too. So I could get rid of... Let's use some Mana Core Venom on his Ancient Foglet. There's his Eridan. Okay. Let's do... I'm gonna go ahead and play this on here. Make him think I'm trying to get rid of the fog on my side to play something else. He might play another fog right here, which will buff his units back to 2. It did not. So I could take those out as well, which that would be a better investment. I think I'm gonna do that. I think he just... I think he wins the round. He wins the round. Yep. We'll let him take it. So all we have is Dimetrium Bomb left. That's it. I was trying to take the round, but it was still close. I mean, I'm pretty happy with that. He kept the 6 power and I kept the 10 power. Pretty good. Pretty good. And I drew Karel. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is beautiful. I still get to use Dimetrium Bomb. Yay, it worked. Oh. I love it when a plan comes together, you guys. I love it when a plan comes together. So yeah, a few misplays in there, but hey, not so bad. Level 56 already. 100 ore. Let's open a pack just to finish the video with. I have been hoping for... there's all kind of cards I'm hoping for, actually. And scraps isn't bad either because I'm saving up. The bad thing about it, my point now, I'm just saving up for like 800 scrap cards, like a bunch of epics. Alright, let's see what we got here. I drew a Ciri! Not that Ciri's incredible. I mean, she is, but she's only 200 points. But I never bought her, and I finally grabbed her. I already had a Thaler. That's no big deal. But Ciri is an awesome pull. Oh, good. I did want an extra Warlong ship for Skellige. There's a really cool strategy with these. You get to remove 2 strength from a random opposing unit whenever a unit on your side is destroyed or discarded. And they're discard decks that are running a lot of discard at one time. So the when there's that much discard in a deck, Warlong ships really do a good job. So that's my 3rd one. That's really cool. I'm not gonna have to buy any of those. So that was a pretty good deal, man. Not a bad deal. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give me some dap on that like button to show your support, and you can subscribe to the channel for more daily videos. Thanks so much for watching. As always, this is Uljan signing off, and we'll see you next time.